taking note of this. Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most amusing and savage remarks from our favorite feature-length animations from the Mouse House. Sorry, no live action today. We're diving into specific plot points, so here is your spoiler warning.
Though we adore men individually, we agree that as a group they're rather stupid.
Number 20. Pleakley's freaky appearance, Lilo and Stitch. When Experiment 626 breaks loose and wreaks havoc on planet Earth, his creator, Dr. Jumba Jookiba, and Earth specialist Agent Pleakley are tasked with bringing him back. Like any two, competent agents, the duo goes undercover to blend in while on their mission.
You can't shoot, and you can't be seen. Look at you! You look like a monster. We have to blend in.
At one point, just as they think they've accomplished their challenge, things take a sharp turn, and Pleakley finds his head jammed in Stitch's jaw. Nani comes to the rescue, and like any good server, checks in with her customers' well-being. Unfortunately, Jumba's a little less caring in his response.
All is well. Please, go about your business. I'm okay.
Your head looks swollen.
Actually, she's just ugly.
Ouch! We can only imagine that Pleakley's laughter is masking his pain.
Darling, he's joking. Ugly, look at me.
Number 19. It's called a hustle, sweetheart. Zootopia. Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde don't exactly get off on the right paw. No one likes getting hustled after all, right?
I stood up for you, and you lied to me. You liar!
It's called a hustle, sweetheart.
Nevertheless, Judy quickly shows Nick that she's definitely not just a dumb bunny by out-hustling the hustler. While Nick thinks he's untouchable, Judy's sleuth police work soon has him standing with his tail between his legs.
$200 a day, 365 days a year. Since you were 12, that's 2 decades, so times 20, which is 1,460,000, I think. I mean, I am just a dumb bunny, but we are good at multiplying.
The look on his face as it dawns on him that he's messed with the wrong rabbit is priceless. The best moment is when she caps it off by parroting Nick's earlier words back to him. If anyone's going to know when they've been outfoxed, it's, well, a fox.
It's your word against yours. And if you want this pen, you're going to help me find this poor missing otter, or the only place you'll be selling popsicles is the prison cafeteria. It's called a hustle, sweetheart.
Number 18. Ever defeat a lava monster? Moana. When Motunui's food supply dwindles, Moana sets out to save the day. Her mission? Journey beyond the reef, locate the demigod Maui, and recover Te Fiti's heart. Simple, right?
I am Moana of Motunui. This is my canoe, and you will journey to different...
All right, get over it. We gotta move. And she's back.
Well, no. Maui's not exactly on board with the plan, even after Moana shows she can more than hold her own in the face of danger. Anyway, Maui explains to Moana why he won't be joining her on this perilous expedition, but she ever so sweetly, with a hint of snideness, brings his ego down several pegs.
Ever defeat a lava monster?
No. Have you?
Her words hit Maui like a tidal wave, capsizing his ego and leaving him floundering in the depths of his own arrogance. Number 17. Who's that strong, confident, beautiful young lady in the mirror? Tangled. There's a lot we could say about Mother Gothel's parenting style, if you can even call it that.
Please, they'll eat you up alive. Gullible, naive, positively grumpy, ditzy, and a bit, well, vague.
She kidnaps the princess for her magical hair and keeps her in a tall, secluded tower that doesn't even seem to have a door. And why? All in the pursuit of eternal youth and beauty. In one scene, Gothel returns home in a playful mood and relentlessly teases Rapunzel.
How you manage to do that every single day without fail. It looks absolutely exhausting, darling.
Oh, it's nothing.
Then I don't know why it takes so long.
Just as it seems she might throw a compliment Rapunzel's way, she ends up showering herself with praise instead. We're all for loving what we see in the mirror. Heck, we wouldn't oppose ribbing someone with this punchline either. Affectionately only, of course.
I see a strong, confident, beautiful young lady. Oh, look, you're here too. I'm just teasing. Stop taking everything so seriously.
Number 16. Ladies do not start fights. The Aristocats. Anyone with siblings will relate to this moment hard. If you grew up with brothers, you may even have found yourself channeling Marie to get out of scuffles.
Why should you be first? Because I'm a lady, that's why. You're not a lady. You're nothing but a sister.
These adorable kittens lead a very comfortable life in the home of the aristocrat Madame Adelaide Bonfamille. Nevertheless, despite living in the lap of luxury, these fluffballs can get pretty wild. As they race around the room, jumping on and off furniture, things get a tad out of control.
Now that hurt. Mama!
Marie, darling, Marie, you must stop that. This is really not ladylike.
When their mother enters the scene, each is quick to blame the other. Marie then defends herself with every fiber of sass in her cute little being. This kitty's got claws and then some.
Well, she started it. Ladies do not start fights, but they can finish them.
Number 15. Cruel Irony, the Emperor's New Groove. As we'll see later on, Cusco isn't the easiest guy to root for, at least not at first.
What do you mean, fired?
How else can I say it? You're being let go, your department's being downsized, you're part of an outplacement. We're going in a different direction, we're not picking up your option, take your pick.
If we put a pin in the whole overthrowing the Emperor thing, wouldn't you be mad if you were in Yzma's shoes? Towards the end of the movie, it seems like retribution is within reach in a satisfying moment of poetic justice. When Kronk, bless his heart, points out the parallels, she delivers a brilliant comeback.
That your body's part of a permanent outplacement.
Hey, that's kind of like what he said to you when you got fired.
I know. It's called a cruel irony, like my dependence on you.
No offense to Kronk, but does he even know he's been insulted? Anyway, when he starts grappling with his conscience, she turns on him once more, this time hitting him where it really hurts.
Do you want to know something else? I've never liked your spinach puffs. Never!
Number 14. A hurl worth pausing for, Mulan. In one of the lighter moments of Mulan, the soldiers raise their spirits by singing about their dream partners.
With eyes that shine like stars, my girl will marvel at my strength, adore my battle scars.
Their romanticized ideals might prompt a scoff from a modern viewer, much like their dismissive reaction to Mulan's unconventional input. Anyway, throughout the song, we get plenty of hilarious lines and some truly epic banter.
Manly ways and turn of phrase are sure to thrill her. He thinks he's such a lady killer.
Still, in one of the most savage moments, Shifu brags that he already has a special lady waiting for him back home. Yao takes no pain, voicing his skepticism within the royal advisor's earshot.
I'm a girl back home who's unlike any other.
Yeah, the only girl who'd love him is his mother.
If wars could be fought with biting remarks, Yao could have single-handedly taken down the enemy. Number 13. Amelia, Captain of Sass, Treasure Planet. If we ever need to jet off on a space mission, we'd want someone like Captain Amelia at the helm. She uses her quick wit and self-assuredness to keep her crew in line.
And blabber about a treasure map in front of this particular crew demonstrates a level of ineptitude that borders on the imbecilic. And I mean that in a very caring way.
She's not one to sugarcoat her words and isn't afraid to speak her mind, no matter who might overhear her. Luckily, this means we're treated to a treasure trove of excellent singers.
This crew you hired. They're... how did I describe them? I don't know. I said something rather good this morning before coffee.
A ludicrous parcel of driveling galoots, ma'am.
Thanks to her, we have a repertoire of sharp quips for navigating less-than-ideal group situations. While we may not have her confidence to deliver them out loud, having Captain Amelia's arsenal of sharp retorts in our lexicon definitely makes us feel a bit sassier.
And Doctor, again, with the greatest possible respect, zip your howling screamer.
Number 12. The only frozen heart around here is yours. Frozen. Poor Princess Anna had a rough time to begin with in Frozen. First, both her parents died at sea, then her superpowered sister, Elsa, shut herself away in their castle. Things started looking up for Anna when Elsa ascended to the throne, but once the Queen's ice powers became public knowledge, she fled into the tundra, leaving Anna alone again. Thank goodness Anna still had her new beau, Prince Hans, especially when a stray blast of Elsa's magic left Anna's heart threatening to freeze over.
She froze my heart, and
Only an act of true love can save me.
Sadly for Anna, it was soon after this that Hans showed his villainous side.
Oh, Anna. If only there was someone out there who loved you.
Thanks to the power of sisterhood, though, Anna powered through to scold her traitorous ex with this burn.
Anna? But she froze your heart.
The only frozen heart around here is yours.
Number 11. I'm the greatest good you are ever gonna get. The Incredibles. We may never see Frozone's wife Honey on screen, but she steals this entire scene with just a single sentence.
Honey!
What?
Where's my super suit?
What?
Where is my super suit?
When Lucius, aka Frozone, senses danger in Metroville, he scrambles to find his suit, only to discover it missing. Where could it be? Honey certainly doesn't seem to know. Or does she?
I need it!
Don't you think about running off to doing no daring do? We've been planning this dinner for 2 months.
The public is in danger!
My evening's in danger!
The pair argues over whether Lucius should save the day or spend the evening with his wife. She then delivers the ultimate comeback, leaving Frozone momentarily frozen.
You tell me what my suit is, woman! We are talking about the greater good!
Greater good? I am your wife! I'm the greatest good you are ever gonna get!
If you've ever used this line to win an argument with your significant other, we hope it felt as incredible as you imagined. Number 10. He's a guy. Hercules. When it comes to dishing out insults and comebacks, Hercules has some strong contenders. Starting with Hermes, who can't help but deliver some savagery as he comments on the joyous celebration of Hercules' birth.
Fabulous party. You know, I haven't seen this much love in a room since Narcissus discovered himself.
Then there's Megara, who doesn't need any Wonder Boy to come in and save the day.
I'm a damsel. I'm in distress. I can handle this. Have a nice day.
Still, Hades' fiery burns could light up the whole underworld. He keeps his wisecracks simple and straight to the point, providing some of the movie's funniest and most quotable moments.
I can't believe you're getting so worked up about some guy.
This one is different. He's honest and he's sweet.
Please.
He would never do anything to hurt me.
He's a guy.
The delivery is perfect. It's incredibly memorable. And you know what? It's even somewhat relatable. When it comes to throwing shade, Hades truly reigns supreme. Talk about a hell of a talent.
Memo to me. Memo to me. Maim you after my meeting.
Number 9. It's not every day that you see a horse with 2 rear ends. Aladdin. Aladdin might have to steal to live, but Disney doesn't want you to think that he's a bad person. Early on in the film, we see him give up a hunk of bread he worked hard to swipe to a pair of starving, unhoused kids.
Here. Go on, take it.
Aww. Aladdin dreams of one day having the finer things in life and is frustrated that people who are morally inferior to him seem to have it all, like Princess Jasmine's snooty suitor.
Out of my way, you filthy brats!
Hey! If I were as rich as you, I could afford some manners.
After helping those kids again, Aladdin can't let the rude prince go without delivering this stinging blow.
It's not every day you see a horse with 2 rear ends.
You can take the diamond out of the rough, but you can't take the rough out of the diamond. Number 8. Gaston, you are positively primeval. Beauty and the Beast.
It's not right for a woman to read. Soon she starts getting ideas and thinking.
She's a lonely bookworm sick of her provincial life, and he's a cocky muscle man sick of being rejected. Gaston clearly thought that he was supposed to be Belle's love interest in Beauty and the Beast, but through her rolling eyes, all we could see was a French meathead who was far too in love with himself to love anyone else.
This is the day your dreams come true.
What do you know about my dreams, Gaston?
Plenty.
Despite her clear distaste for him, Gaston is relentless in his pursuit of Belle at the start of the movie, putting on a full-on charm offensive to try and turn her around, but to no avail. Luckily for his massive ego, Belle's snide comments are far too intellectual for him to appreciate.
Gaston, you are positively primeval.
Why, thank you, Belle.
Number 7. Rather dangerous to use one's entire vocabulary in a single sentence. Oliver and Company.
You know, Rita, I can't figure out why you'd rather hang around a dump like this when you could be living uptown with a class act.
Loosely based on the classic Dickens novel Oliver Twist, Oliver and Company swaps streetwise humans for canine strays and the streets of Victorian London for the streets of modern-day New York. Oliver is an orphaned kitty in a dog's world. To survive, he joins Fagin's street gang of wayward pooches. Fagin is a desperate thief with a good heart who owes a considerable debt to the slimy loan shark Sykes. Sykes' Dobermans, Roscoe and DeSoto, are far less lovable than Fagin's ragtag gang, but they're much more formidable. What they have in viciousness, though, they lack in wits. It's all too easy for intellectual bulldog Francis to verbally bite back when they get too close.
Isn't it rather dangerous to use one's entire vocabulary in a single sentence?
Frankie, get down, right? You bad, really?
Number 6. You fight almost as well as a man, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Out of all of Disney's heroines, none are quite as unconventional as Esmeralda. The dancer gives as good as she gets in The Hunchback of Notre Dame, even in the face of widespread prejudice against her people in the film's historic Parisian setting. At the Festival of Fools, she attracts the attention of Judge Frollo, a religious extremist who can't decide if he wants her at his side or burned at the stake.
Silence!
Justice!
While sheltering from Frollo's guards in the cathedral, Esmeralda bumps into one of them inside.
Are you always this charming, or am I just lucky?
Phoebus is charmed by her and her fighting skills, but she was quick with a comeback for his backhanded compliment towards her.
You fight almost as well as a man.
Funny, I was going to say the same thing about you.
That's hitting a little below the belt, don't you think?
No, this is.
Touché.
Number 5. Living proof that dinosaurs once roamed the Earth, The Emperor's New Groove. Most of the time, we root for a Disney protagonist, even when they're delivering a crushing smackdown. Emperor Cusco, though? Not so much. The young South American ruler is selfish, rude, and just a real jerk.
No! You threw off my groove!
I'm sorry, but you've thrown off the Emperor's groove.
He has no problem with demolishing a poor farmer's village or telling a lineup of female suitors exactly what he thinks of them.
Let's take a look-see. Hate your hair. Not likely. Yikes, 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 and let me guess, you have a great personality. Is this really the best you could do?
And although we know that his most senior advisor, Yzma, harbors a barely concealed plot to snatch the throne, Cusco certainly doesn't when he introduces her to us as...
This is Yzma, the Emperor's advisor. Living proof that dinosaurs once roamed the Earth.
Oof. Don't worry, Yzma gets her own back, while Cusco gets taught a valuable lesson about respect. That sharp tongue never loses its edge, though. Number 4. You are a sad, strange little man. Toy Story. Pixar's Toy Story is a beloved part of the company's canon, as is this classic putdown. In the world of Toy Story, toys are sentient beings that come to life whenever our backs are turned. They have conversations, adventures, friendships, and sometimes rivalries with one another just like humans do.
Look, we're all very impressed with Andy's new toy.
Toy?
T-O-Y. Toy.
Excuse me, I think the word you're searching for is Space Ranger.
The word I'm searching for, I can't say, because there's preschool toys present.
When vintage cowboy toy Woody becomes paranoid that his owner, Andy, has swapped him for astronaut toy Buzz Lightyear, his jealousy causes him to lash out at the space hero.
You are a toy!
It later becomes clear that Buzz also doesn't know the truth about what he is, but Woody's revelation falls on a deaf dome.
You are a sad, strange little man, and you have my pity.
Number 3. Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow. Mulan. A cricket that may or may not be lucky, a horse, a cross-dressing young woman, and a tiny talking red dragon.
I'm travel size for your convenience. If I was my real size, your cow here would die of fright. Down, Bessie.
What could possibly go wrong for this ragtag group in Mulan?
We're in a war, man! There's no time for stupid questions!
Well, a lot, but things could have been a little easier if Mushu had been able to keep his mouth shut for a hot minute. Mulan barely spends 5 minutes in Captain Shang's camp before her so-called guardian riles up the short-tempered soldier Yao.
Chicken boy, say that to my face, you limp noodle!
Even on their first meeting, Mushu clashes with Mulan, who is skeptical of how much help he can be to her. This leads to this hilarious rant, our pick for this entry, which is made all the funnier by his confusion between horses and cows.
All right, that's it. Dishonor. Dishonor on your whole family. Make a note of this. Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your cow.
Number 2. It looks awful. That's because it's on you, dear. Sleeping Beauty. After Princess Aurora is cursed as a child by the evil Maleficent, her parents agree to hide their daughter away in the woods to be raised by her 3 aunts, Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather. Unbeknownst to Aurora, or Briar Rose as she's renamed, her trio of guardians are really the 3 good fairies. They give up their identities and magic to protect the princess, but they still can't stop bickering, just like typical siblings. When Flora and Merryweather butt heads over a dress they're making for Briar Rose's birthday, their sewing frustrations end up getting taken out on each other.
It looks awful. That's because it's on you, dear.
Even after Aurora gets her happy ending, their arguing does not. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. A Fuzzy Maraca, The Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. We can't shake off the hilarity of Timon's insult.
To follow in his paw prints and become king.
That's not a king. That's a Fuzzy Maraca.
Bagheera's Burn, The Jungle Book. We hope Baloo could bear the pain of that zinger.
He's with me, ain't he? And I'll learn him all I know. Well, that shouldn't take too long.
Jafar, Jafar, he's our man. Aladdin. 2, 4, 6, 8. Genie really throws the bait.
Rack 'em, rake. Stick that sword into that snake.
You stay out of this.
Jafar, Jafar, he's our man if he can't do it.
Great!
Uncultured Swine. Toy Story. The only cubism he knows are the building blocks in Andy's room.
Hey, Ham, look, I'm Picasso.
I don't get it.
You uncultured swine.
If you don't think, you shouldn't talk. Alice in Wonderland. You'll get no arguments here from us.
See all the trouble you've started?
Really, I didn't think that.
But that's the point. If you don't think, you shouldn't talk.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. I'm surrounded by idiots. The Lion King. Scar might not be the true king of the Pride Lands, but he'll always be the king of sass to us.
Oh, I shall practice my curtsy.
Mufasa's brother has it made as part of the Lion royal family, but he still longs for more. The problem is, he just can't get any respect from anyone. Even his little nephew Simba.
You're so weird.
You have no idea.
Or his pack of loyal hyena followers.
Oh, Scar, it's just you. We were afraid it was somebody important.
For Scar, the strain of being the smartest person he knows is just too much to bear, which is how this classic insult was born.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
The line is greatly enhanced by the character's major eye roll and English thespian Jeremy Irons' deadpan delivery, making it one of Disney's most memorable quotes. Have you used any of these wisecrack quips in your life? Let us know in the comments.
Say that to my face, you limp noodle!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.